Hello folks, hope you're all doing well. I am back at the plot. It's a little bit dull. Let's just have a wee spin around there and you can have a look. And it's a little bit windy, but it's not too bad. It's not freezing cold. It's okay. It's not bad. I've just got my jumper on, no jacket today, so it's okay. And I'm here to do a very specific job. So if you bear with me, I will spin you around a wee second. This area here, it's a bit of a mess. This is where I've been growing peas and beans over the last sort of 2 years, and it's about time I did something proper with it. So you can see I've already been doing a bit of work up here. So there's sort of some old wood that I found in the shed that I made a bit of a frame with, and that was here, and it got a bit battered in some of the recent storms. So I've taken that out. I've given the soil a bit of a once over with the hoe and whatnot, and it looked pretty much like this, because they've been left ever since I've took the beans and peas away. They've just been left, so the weeds are growing a bit in amongst the frames, and this one here has collapsed a bit again. It was just made out of canes, this one, and it's sort of suffered in the weather a bit, so it's coming down. And what we've got is these. So we've been to Wilko's, and we've got Wilko vegetable support frame for climbing legumes, vegetables and flowers, and it's 2 meters long and 2 meters high, so absolutely perfect. So sort of where I've dug the soil is pretty much 2 meters long, and by the time I've got it in the ground and whatnot, 2 meters high, it'll be about the height of what these ones are. So yeah, just about perfect for the space. So what I'll do is I'm going to finish stripping out that other frame and getting that sorted. Then I'll take you through. I've not even looked at these. I've only taken them out of the box, and that's it. You've seen them there where I've seen them. We'll go through the instructions, see how easy or difficult they are to put together. It looks like they're just sort of clipped together and then pushed in the ground. And we'll get it all sorted out with the soil, and we'll put the wood chips down on the paths and the things, and it'll look a million times better than it does now. So what I'll do, got the tripod set up and whatnot and all sorts of things like that, and I'll be back with you and we'll get some more stuff done. Back with you in just a jiffy. Right, so I'm back and we've got this bit sorted here. The old canes are down. It had some of that green plastic mesh sort of stuff on it that, quite frankly, I mean, the beans grew up pretty well, but it was an absolute pain to use and to take down. But it's down, it's away, it's over there in the little storage area. A bit needs sorting out, probably get rid of it at some point. But this is all there is to the new frames. But let's just have a quick look at these. So these are steel rods that are coated in plastic to protect them from getting wet and whatnot, so they don't rust. There are 3 of these ones, 1 of these ones, and 6 of these ones. And I'll wander up a little bit closer to the camera just to show you the difference there of what they are. So let's have a look at this one first. And I've got a big blob of mud on this one, so you can see this one's got a little sort of clippy kind of U-shaped clip at the top there, and that splits open to make the legs. We've got this one here that's just a 1 meter long straight pole with a bit of a spike on the end of it. And we've got this one here, this one hinged in the middle. It straightens all the way out, and it doesn't have a U-shaped clip in the middle, so that's going to make the bar along the top. So in theory, it should be pretty straightforward, but I can guarantee you I can make a mess of anything. So let's see. You know, this is probably going to take about 5 minutes, real time filming, to get all this put together. So let's see how we can. Let's see how we get on. I've had a read over the instructions, and they seem pretty straightforward. So what I'm going to do is just push these legs on. So there's 3 legs with spikes on the bottom of them and 3 legs without spikes on the bottom of them. I don't really know why that's the case, because at the end of the day I'm going to push both ends into the ground. So I don't know, who knows, maybe it's to save a couple of pennies when they're being manufactured or something like that, manufacturing, saving money and whatever else. But I don't know, who knows, as long as it goes in the ground all right. And it helps if I put them there. And last but not least, let's pop this one on, and it's just the same for all of them. Takes a little bit of effort to get them pushed on all the way, and it sort of clicks when you get it to just the right place. You see, I haven't quite got that one, needs a bit of a further push. So that's those 3 done. So the instructions say to split these out, but not too far. You push them out too far, you're going to bust the hinge at the top. So Actually, what I'll do, I'm just going to pull the camera up a little bit closer so you can see me putting this in here and you can see how the bits and pieces go together. Right, hopefully that's a little bit better, and I apologise because from time to time the camera will chop my head off when I come close to the camera to put the sort of pole in, because they are 2 meters tall, so I need to stand up to sort of wedge them in. So you do just split them open a bit, and you can feel the sort of resistance to when you get to the point of where they are meant to be. And apologies for that close up there of me. Let's do this one. How am I going to do this? This needs to be clipped in. You see, this is where I could do with an extra pair of hands to do this, because there's only me. So let's have a think. I tell you what we'll do, we'll clip this on first. So I'm clipping that on. There's a little stopper right at the end there. It's just gonna stop it, and if I don't fall over, we should be able to get this clipped on here, which we have done, and then we'll spread this out to about the same position and push it in. There we go. Right, that's looking all right. It's pretty level. And last but not least, and we'll just sort of measure this bit by eye and adjust it as we're going along. Let's clip that on. That's not quite right. This needs to come down. Let's have a look. To about here. Let's just line it up. It's not going to be absolutely perfect. That needs to be out a little bit more. Let's push that in there. This one looks about right, and that's hitting a stone. Oh, real-time filming. This is what happens. We're hitting a stone in the ground. There we go. We're past it. We are. And let's just push that down a bit. Down a bit. Right. There we go. Job done. Real time. How long did that take? Let me come over here and grab the camera off the tripod and show you around. Alright, sorry if it gets a bit wonky a second, and I'll take a few steps back. So here we go. You've got the two legs there, all the way up here, dead simple. You've got the little U-shape clipped at the top there, that's clipped in. It's the same all the way along, in the middle there, in the end there. 3 sets of legs pushed into the ground. Job's a good one, easy as that. I'm hopefully going to sort of rinse and repeat that over there in the second bit. I do have some new netting to put up that's in here. What I'll do right at the very end, I'll take out the box and show you what I'm going to be using this year, but I'm not going to put the netting on just yet because the peas and the beans and things aren't going to be going out for another month or so. So we don't want it out in the weather, getting sort of rained on and frosted and all that sort of stuff. So, anyway, God, I'm out of breath because I've been running about. I'll be back with you just in a minute when I've got the other frame done, and we'll get the wood chips down the path and stuff all finished off, so it looks all a bit nice for you at the end there. We'll show you that netting and we'll see how it looks compared to how it looked at the start of the video. Back with you in a few minutes there. So that's me pretty much about done with this new sort of pea and bean area. If I just spin the camera around again a wee bit, we'll have a good look. Let me take a step or two back. Hopefully you can see the two frames there. Let me move around a bit. You can see them sort of side by side. They aren't perfectly straight, they aren't perfectly level, but you know, that's my mantra around here. You know, nothing's square, nothing's level, nothing's perfect. If I wanted it to be like that, I'd spend so much time faffing about trying to make it like that. It would drive me around the twist. But anyway, let's have a look. There we go. They're about 2 meters-ish high. Pretty easy. 3 sort of A-frames. Then there's one long line across the top. In between, I've got the wood chips coming down here. I ran out here where you can see where there's a gap, and we've got the path around the back there running down there along the side, and we've got a little narrow path between the 2 frames. The soil looks a little bit messy at the moment, but I think over the next couple of weeks to month or so, I'm going to work the soil. Every time I'm up here, I'll get a good sort of going over with the hoe and whatnot every time I'm passing. For those of you who are eagle-eyed, you will have spotted my mistake earlier on, and let's see if I can see the holes. I had the frame, the edge of the frame here, and I had it right up here, right in this hole, right next to where the path is. So there's nowhere near enough room here to plant a pea or a bean plant in that little gap there. So I had to shift it all that way. So what I will do is I'll always be honest with you. I'll tell you my mistakes as much as I tell you anything good that I do. Just so you know, you can hopefully not make the same mistakes that I do. And one other thing that I mentioned is I do have some netting, and I've got it here. There you go, Wilko garden netting, 6 by 4 meters. And if you have a nice look at these frames there whilst they open the box, then you can have a look at it there. I mean, it doesn't look like much there until I get it out and spread it out. We'll not really be able to see it properly. I am a little bit worried though, now that I've seen it out of the box, that it's going to be a bit like the last green plasticky stuff that I had, but we'll see. We'll give it a try. Anyway, let me spin round so I've got the frames behind me for a goodbye. That is me pretty much done for today. Keep up to date, give us a subscribe, it's absolutely free. See how the P&B frames, P&B? Crikey, P&Bean frames come along over the next few months, see how things grow up, then whether they work, whether they're a load of rubbish or whatnot. It's absolutely free, and you just click the wee button below, and that's you subscribe. Leave comments below, give me the thumbs up. I like all that sort of stuff. I like seeing your comments about what you're up to at the time as well. And I guess that's about it for now. That's me done for today, folks. I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.